What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do Gemini's a word from the ancestor reading. Okay, Gemini, this is your fourth reading of the week as you are fourth on the list. Okay, for this week's zodiac lineup. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal, so take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying your energy wave this week. Okay, we only have one more reading for you guys, so if you're not familiar with the ancestor reading, this is what your ancestors need you to know as they observe you from the great beyond. All right, we're going to start with the Urban Tarot. We're going to pull 3 cards, one from the top, one from the bottom, and one directly from the middle here. Okay. And we are not looking at the bottom of the deck. We will clarify with Everyday Tarot, and then in doing the same, one from the top, one from the bottom, and one energetically from the middle. And then we will shuffle the ancestor deck here and only pull the bottom card, okay, for your ancestors' advice to you or what you need to focus on. Okay, so that did change just a little bit, and then we'll go in with your support message from your angels. Okay, so let's see what you have. You have the 7 of Swords, futility. We have the Knight of Swords, the Game Master. And then we have the 7 of Cups here, debauch. Okay, so automatically these 7s here are speaking to me the most. There needs to be some inner strength within you, Gemini, as far as words from your ancestors, primarily just striving to push forward and stay focused on the things that you are working on. With this 7 of Swords energy, let's see. In regular tarot, as I recall, there's someone carrying swords, but there's 2 usually in the ground. Okay, and so with this one, there's 1 in the ground, but there are 6 pointing towards this one. Okay, so it's almost reminiscent in a sense of the 7 of Wands, where someone feels like defensive, but I feel as though for you, Gemini, it's like you're the main sword. Okay, and let me show this to you guys. It's like you're the main sword here in the center, you know, staying very firm, no leaning, completely centered. And then you have these other swords, almost like, feels like you're being appointed to something. Okay, so someone may be appointing you as the helm of something. Okay, and so with that being said, then we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, the Game Master. Okay, maybe you are moving in a sense of speaking truth, for one, with sword energy. That is air energy. Okay, that's the element of air. So it's talking about kind of swift communication, things of that nature. Okay, primarily of truth, justice, things of that nature. Okay, and so with the Knight of Swords being here, I believe all of your moves or things that you say are very calculated, Gemini. Nothing is without reason when you speak on it. Okay, and I feel like you must have a lot of people possibly that are around you that actually take heed to what you say. Okay, so with that being said, then we lead into this 7 of Cups energy, debauch. Okay, so usually with 7 of Cups in regular tarot, it's, you know, all these different options or possibilities that could be going on around you. But I also feel like there's possibly some celebrating going on. Um, just be a little bit mindful, okay, of how much partying you're doing, okay. Maybe someone is honoring you at a party or something of that nature, okay. And so just be mindful, especially if you're by yourself and you're not with a group of people. Just be really careful. Being around a group of people if there's a lot of alcohol or things of that nature going on. Okay, so just be very aware of your surroundings, Gemini, as you are partaking. But like I said, I do feel like either someone's celebrating you, Gemini, and appointing you to something because of how great you are with, like I said, just being very logical, very methodical in your choice of words, in your actions as well. Okay, so good job, Gemini, if that is the case for you. I don't really feel any negative energy here. Okay, so with that being said, let's see if we can dive in a little bit more with the Everyday Tarot and get some clarifiers here. Okay, so one directly from the top for Seven of Swords, one from the bottom for the Knight of Swords, and one directly from the middle for the Seven of Cups. Okay, so we'll go one at a time to see what we have. Okay, so you have the Queen of Cups, which Aries also received. So you could either be around a Aries or have Aries in your chart. Okay, but this Queen of Cups is clarifying the Seven of Swords, which again, like I said, this appointment of something, you are an integral part of someone's dynamic. Okay, maybe someone is looking at you as like putting you on a throne or putting you on a pedestal in a sense. Okay, whatever that may be, a promotion at work possibly, or maybe a business venture, something where you are very integral. Okay, and when you get this appointment, you know, be very humble about this. Okay, this is maybe something that you've strived for, that took a lot of strength for you to get there, whatever it may be. Okay, and so with this Queen of Cups, you are very mature, or someone very mature around you is coming to give you this appointment. Okay, like I said, it's just this, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not appreciation. Okay, it's some form of appreciation. Okay, like I said, I feel as though this is not on a defensive standpoint. This is more so of you are a leader. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here. Okay, and you walk in the sense of leading other people. Okay, you are not a follower, you are a leader, Gemini. Okay, so let's move on to the Knight of Swords, being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, lots of queens showing up here. Okay, Knight of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I feel as though with this Knight of Swords, it could be someone possibly coming to talk to you to tell you that you are of value. Okay, this could be possibly the Knight of Swords placing an offer to you. Okay, this could be in reference to a relationship. Okay, offering of an apology of some sort possibly. Okay, but like I said, someone possibly feeling like you are of value to them, or noticing your value, and their words have to be very, I don't want to say it, not manipulative in a sense, but they have to be very logical and careful with their words. Okay, because again, this is, like I said, somewhat of an apology or just acknowledgement in a sense. Okay, and you may feel as though they've played a lot of games with you. Okay, but they truly do value you. I believe this Knight of Swords sees you as a Queen of Pentacles, someone of value, okay? In another standpoint, you are someone who is very mature and is a leader and not a follower, okay? So there are two types of energies here, okay? So get in where you fit in, okay? Don't make it fit if it doesn't feel like it to you, okay? The last one we have here is the Seven of Cups being clarified by the Six of Wands, okay? Seven of Cups clarified by the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords here. You're moving away from something, okay? Possibly you're not one, Gemini, for a lot of options, okay? Maybe you choose another way. Like I said, if there's a party that you're being invited to and maybe you don't really do a lot of partying, things of that nature, you may decide that maybe you either go and you leave early, or you've left that type of lifestyle alone, and so you've kind of matured from that, and where you're like, I need to go somewhere else. I need something that's a little bit more mature, something that's a little bit more low key, in that sense, or whatever is offered to you, you do not accept, okay, with the Six of Swords. I just feel like it's more so about maturity at this point, and it's something that you want to change within your life, okay? Maybe it's something that you've done for a very long time. For me, for example, I really don't do clubs anymore. It's annoying to be in a club, wait in about 10-15 minutes before you can get a drink. There's any and everybody is at the bar. You can barely get a drink. People are bumping into you. Things of that nature. Is too loud. The only time my friends are able to get me, or were able to get me to go to a club, is if it was for a special occasion. Whereas now I like lounges more. I like restaurants with maybe like a lounge type vibe. I'm not into the loud crazy music and people bumping into each other all night, not really able to sit down anywhere. I just don't do clubs anymore. It's just not my scene. Like I said, it has to be a very special event or occasion for me to go. I like concerts more than anything. And so this is kind of like possibly where you are right now, Gemini, is just figuring out what things you can leave behind now. The things that you used to do, you don't do anymore. It could be because of the fact that you now, as you see in this Six of Swords, it's like a mother and a child, or a parent and a child, okay? Maybe you have responsibilities now, and you're like, I don't have time for partying and things of that nature. I have responsibilities that I have to take care of, okay? And so I believe with all this swords energy here, you are definitely making some decisions and moving in a different aspect of your life to pretty much mature yourself, okay? So feels like there's different energies all through your reading here. So let's go into the Ancestors Oracle. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these 3 times before we cut, okay? That's 1. 2. And 3. Okay. And then we'll cut, and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck to see what the ancestors have for you. And then we'll refer to the book for deeper messages. Bottom of the deck is go after your goals. Persist, encourage, advance. Okay? Go after your goals. Okay? Suited up here. All right, Gemini? Persist, encourage, advance. Like I said, with this energy here, it just feels like, Gemini, you are truly maturing. Okay? I think you have support. It's like an army behind you, which in my opinion, matches here with that Seven of Swords energy, okay? Where you are a leader, okay? This person has a whole army behind them supporting them, okay? And so your support system is there, okay? There are people behind you that are definitely supportive of you, but you foremost should be supportive and advance yourself, okay? Be supportive of yourself, your goals. You have ambitions. Those that do not match with your goals or ambitions, they will have to be left behind so that way you can move forward and move into this queen energy that's here in your reading, okay? So no more doing those things that you used to do that really wasn't serving you, okay? So let's go into the book here. Go after your goals, page 54, which equals out to 9. 9 talking about wrapping up, okay, and a somewhat of a completion of, like I said, the old ways, okay? There are certain things that just don't float your boat like it used to, okay? It's because you're maturing, okay? Possibly going through some form of growing pains, but you are presenting yourself as someone who has the ability to grow and mature into that leader that people look to, or that person who gives, great advice, okay? Maybe you're that person in your social group, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. You are the person that's level-headed, that's logical, that people turn to. And so you are that mature person in your group. And sometimes that is hard to do, especially when you also have internal things that you're going through, okay? And so you may have to pull yourself away so that way you can focus on your responsibilities, so that way you're able to mingle with your people as you usually like to, with some limitations, okay? Know what your limitations are. Like if I go out and I have drinks, I know my limitation is 2 drinks, 2 drink minimum. That's all I can do. And then I'm ready to go back home. If I'm hanging with people, I can only give you 2 hours of my time because I have other things that I need to do. Okay, so those are just a few examples. All right, so let's get into your card here. Go after your goals, persist, encourage, and advance. The ancestors speak, take charge, and move forward in your life. The universe is encouraging you to pursue something that is important to you. It doesn't matter how big or small it is, go after it. You have been consciously working on yourself and are now ready to take on anything you want to achieve. Do not hesitate. Take this card as a sign that you can do more and be more. Stand up for your beliefs. Stand your ground. And do not be swayed by opposing ideologies, okay? So that means if you have friends around you that, don't believe you should stop drinking or whatever the case may be, those people want you to stay where you are with them. As they used to say, misery loves company, okay? And because you are deciding to mature and do better with your life and be a better version of yourself than you were yesterday, you are going to have some people that are going to have something to say about it. And if it's negative, then those are the type of people that you need to leave behind. And eventually, hopefully, they will catch up with you, but your main focus should be you, okay? And your responsibilities. So with that being said, let's go into your angel messages. We'll pick one for you guys energetically here. I think I want to go here with it. Azuri, A-Z-U-R-E, okay, Azuri. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force it to happen, okay? Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force it to happen, okay? So what's meant to happen will happen for you. What will be, okay? You just stay the course, Gemini, okay? What's meant to come to you and what's meant to be yours is meant to be yours. If it's in reference to a relationship, give a dog a bone, let that dog roam, and he'll find his way home. Okay? DMX said it best. Okay? So if that be the case of what's going on with you, let that person roam. Let them do what they have to do. And if they choose to come back, then you were their home to begin with. Okay? But do not try to force it. Continue to do and move as you need to. And if that person catches up with you, they catch up with you. If they don't, they don't. Okay? That's their loss, not yours. You have bigger things to worry about than somebody who's not ready for you. And maybe they've accepted that or realized that before you could, and now they're trying to figure out what it is that they want to do with themselves, okay, as it pertains to you. But they do see you in this queen energy, okay? And so if you're, whether it's queen or king, they have to come with the same energy. And if they know they don't have that energy, then they're going to stay away until they're able to match your energy, okay? So with that being said, that's all I have for you guys today, Gemini. But y'all have one more reading to go before we are done. And so that is Saturday with the Tap into the Souls. Until then, peace.